change these things. See, these stats don't just represent kids you might think are the typical stereotype. You know, the foster kid, the adopted kid, the at-risk kid. It applies to every kid in every socioeconomic status. It doesn't matter where it is. Our society in America is at risk. This isn't a myth I'm giving you today. It's a fact. Sometimes we're going to have some that don't quite get it for a while. I'm a full believer of everything comes full circle. But it's important for us to think about this. I love what a good example might give you here just for a moment. Let me give you an example of life for just a moment. That jar of M&Ms represents 936 weeks that you have from birth to age 18. That's the time you have. It's the time in the most critical part of the years when they're forming everything, they're believing what they're doing, how that's going to be. Studies even say maybe to 24 it's getting a little more concrete even then. But just let me tell you, you've got a real good set of time to mold it. It gets harder as it goes on. Now, Linda was a proof it can happen after, but she's a very small statistic. 936 weeks. If you're 9 years old right now, you have 468 weeks. You got half the time. Just half the time left in trying to make a difference in the life of a person. If these were marbles here, I might even say that you just lost half your marbles. Time's growing shorter, isn't it? Goes by real quick, huh, senior parents? You can remember those days when you graduated your kids. If you're 16, you have 104 weeks. My 15-year-old got in the car the other day and said, Dad, we got 2 weeks of school left. I did calculation. Got 1,075 days left until I'm out of the house and going to college. It was not a good ride home. Not that I wanted to hear it. My son's a good kid. It's getting short. Got a little time left of that man I got to develop. This is the amount of weeks, 40, that Linda had to help get my life moving around. 40. It's never too late. 40 weeks. 40 weeks has changed the last 25 years of my life. 40 weeks.